Good morning. How are we looking? Right, we don't really have that many options. Hi, Vulpix. How's it going? Okay. So, we're having an interesting game day. We playing Maneater right now. Oh, wow. Appropriate for this stream. Although Maneater is a bit more blunt. Night full of eating, it seems. Indeed. Indeed it does. We won't be doing the eating here, though, however. Yeah, so... Strange Scaffold evidently is on a mission to make some relatively short, but, like, honestly pretty unsettling game concepts. And I didn't think we would get more uncomfortable than this, like, being essentially forced to be a druid of a god, and, literally kidnap people to, sate their hunger. But then they announced clickholding, and I've seen ripples about it. It's relatively short. But, premise alone is, it's a hell of a thing. Just, you're clicking a clicker, and someone is watching you. You're getting paid to do it. We'll find out what that's about. But, first we are gonna be getting through, Life Eater, which, we left off last time on Year 9, if I remember correctly. And it was a fairly frustrating one, because I couldn't quite figure out what the deal is. Basically, like, the investigation portion, where we're, well, really, the stalking portion, didn't, I know nothing about clickholding besides the name being insane, and when I hovered over the Steam page, it said it pushes clicker games to the edge or something. I've seen a lot of people go for, like, high scores on that. I have no idea what that means. But I do think it's clever that, like, both of these games seem to have, like, an endless mode to them, where, like, evidently after whatever transpires in clickholding, you can just keep going. Why? I don't know. But you can do that in Life Eater too, and for Life Eater, it's a bit more like, I can understand the endless mode just, like, from the gameplay already. Is just like, yeah, okay. You continue to do the job you're doing. Sorry, I should click back on so we have the ambience again. You continue doing the job you're doing, but they're entirely randomized. Maybe you get some interesting clues, maybe you get no hints at all, and there's a lot of random stuff to it. We could already see that a lot of the people involved in this have been completely random, so... Yeah. But then I guess the premise of clickholding to begin with is just kind of like, is also just kind of like, you're just clicking. So yeah, if you want an endless mode where you just keep clicking, turn clickholding into cookie clicker. That makes sense. But yeah, so, I haven't looked up any hints for Year 9 in Life Eater yet. I'm willing to do that at some point because, like, I've budgeted time. Like, I'm a little late today, but I've also budgeted a time so that, you know, if this goes longer than I intend, it's not really going to be a big deal. Apparently, click holding's quite short, so we should be able to fit it all in one stream. And I'm willing to let Life Eater kind of puzzle me again, but I will say that, like, just because we're not at the end yet, from what I understand, I'm probably gonna resort to that if it comes to that. But hopefully we don't require that. Rid of that. Let's get going.
Tell me what you think.
It smells different than I thought it would. It's stale around the edges.
I guess I don't spend much time up here anymore.
Huh. Makes sense. Did you know I was going to college?
No, I didn't.
I was a sophomore. I started late because I was stupid and my mom had some bills. Being just a year or two older, though, that makes you an alien. The people there were around my age, but in their heads they were still kids.
Johnny, look, I'm sorry I took you from your life like that, Johnny.
There's so much you can do, right? Say hello to the wrong guy in the grocery store. End up in a basement. That's America in a nutshell.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're here, Johnny.
Me too.
Right back into it. Oh, man. I will say, I completely understand that bit from Johnny there. And I imagine, like, I didn't have the same life experience. Like, I went straight into university. And I imagine the point he's making there is that, like, having to work before you end up going, like, continuing school in that way, like, alters kind of, like, it changes you a fair bit. Especially, like, you know, when you're helping out a member of your family with bills. That kind of pressure, I would not wish on anyone. But, yeah, like, I mean, even, like, 1 or 2 years into university, like, there's, there's a tapering off. Generally, you get people there for 1 to 2 years consistently, but, like, if you're in your 3rd or 4th year, generally you're kind of in the minority around there, because, like, there tends to be a hell of a lot of people in 1st year. People will inevitably drop off into the 2nd year, and when you start getting into 3rd year, that's where courses start ending. So the vast amount of people that are at university are fresh out of high school into university, like, 18, 19, maybe 20. And yeah, it's funny how within, like, a year or two, from my perspective, that place changed from being like, oh yeah, I'm with, like, everyone here, to, like, oh, 60% of the people I knew here have gone by the time I got to my 3rd year, and the rest of the people that have joined into the university by then are, like, a year or two younger, but, like, significantly younger enough that it feels like talking to people, like, completely different. Okay. It's probably going to take me around to actually get used to what's going on here. So, now, from what I remember here, there's 2, like, major things going on. There's a couple of people who are fucking, and then there's a couple of people who are visiting their mother. Or seemingly visiting their mother. The bit I basically got tied on here is that either something is going on with incest here, or there's an aspect to the people in this situation's lives that I haven't been able to pick at yet. Because if I remember correctly, there's two people who seem to be dating, but there's like a love triangle going on as well. And I don't know how random this stuff is, ultimately, but, yeah. Okay, if I remember correctly, we really want to be looking at similarities in timelines, and Andrea and Oriana seem to have a pretty thing timeline together. All share a house, but two share blood. Kills them both. Okay. Forget how this works. Do I have skull points? I do not. Oh. Hang on, let's fix that then. Oh, actually, I should do something before I do that, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, shopping with Leanne, who, if I remember correctly, was mother? Oops. Okay, I think we can do that there. And this is shopping with Mum, yeah. So, like, this is the bit I'm honestly, like, torn on, and kind of the reason things kind of got a bit weird last time. This seems to indicate to me that these two are either dating or related, because, you know, you could be shopping with your mother-in-law, with your partner. Yeah, that makes sense. Or they're both, or they're related and that's why they're shopping together, but I'm pretty sure these two are also fucking. And I don't remember who I, picked last time either. But yeah, so, okay, that's the first bit we know about. I need to find more schedule lineups. Pretty sure, like, Jared and someone has a lineup eventually. There's also Doug and Oriana here. Oh, wow. Yeah, with Oriana, right? Let's... Yeah. Okay, well, at least I got the core shit out of the way first, but I did burn through, like, 24 hours doing that. Yeah, I've also had enough time away from the game that I'm kind of rusty, so... I mean, yeah, there are also big portions of stuff I could probably clear out here, just... People are probably going to be asleep and doing not much, so, like... Get a fair bit easily discovered there. Generate a few more free tokens. Oh. That's interesting. Why did that one not come up? Like, basically, I think what I need to try and establish is a connection between two people and Leanne. Like, that seems to make the most sense to me, right? Because we've got this figure that is specifically called out as mum. So I know, like, if assuming this is meant to be an indicator of the fact that two of them share blood, then I have to imagine that, this is related somehow. So... It's like the weekend's probably the two that I want to, like, pick at the most, I think. Well, I guess we could try and see who Andrea's schedule lines up with anywhere. What are you doing during this time, buddy? Also, do I still have the notepad bit with my... Oh yeah, here we go. I have my handy little notepad with... Hang on, let me show it on screen real quick. With our... Hello? Notepad? Hello? Why aren't you showing up? Oh, because I've got overlays. Yeah. Hang on, I have to get rid of the Ace Attorney counters. Yeah, I had the notepad to kind of, like, figure out what else was going on here. To kind of, like... Or to make sure I had the info I needed when we go for the sacrifice. Yeah. Make that not visible for the time being. There we go. Yeah, okay, so... Sure, you're not doing a whole ton. What's everyone doing Sunday? pretty obvious those two events are connected. That's $3.99. Yeah, so they'd be together there. I may as well just, like, kind of head through this angle. And waste the least amount of time I can. Yeah, there we go. Driving. Just post.png. Alright, let's do a big, grab there. I'll probably do one more. I could probably do a couple things and then a suspicious thing before I go back to, that. Doug's schedule seems pretty stringent around this kind of stuff. So I don't know if he's actually related. And I think last time I picked Andrea and Oriana. So like if I was just to guess, it would be who are the other two that were? Yeah, so if it's not Oriana and Andrea, like, and Andrea is calling that person Mom. So, okay, so, yeah, and, oh, God, we're running out of time, and I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere. This is definitely one of those ones I feel like I need to do around just investigating stuff to, like, get the lowdown on everyone. And then one to actually do it correctly, because I've got a theory. Which, you know, the fact that this is a game, like, you could just reset it and try it again, you know, it's helpful in that way. Though I'm curious, like, if they consider this kind of a balance issue. Because this one in particular seems really rough. It feels like you need to come across some very specific things on very specific days to be able to formulate the stuff you need. And my inkling is on the weekend, obviously, because, like, the work week tends to be fairly stringent. Does that mean it's always the case? It is. So I guess what's my plan here? Do I want to... I suppose we haven't looked at Doug much at all, so, like, maybe that's worth something. Scrolling. Another one of these. Because, yeah, generally it feels like I'm right. That's just a tutorial. too, sure. Commute, and then you probably work again. Yeah, it's just feels like I'm really thin on time here. With like, it feels like I'm thin enough on time that I can't investigate and expect to complete the year. That just ultimately feels like what it comes down to. Like it feels very much like a big crapshoot. Ultimately. So I know Mum is used with Andrea, so does, like, Andrea... Oh, sorry, one sec. Oh. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Did I not? No, I did send that. Okay, maybe I'm just getting that email late. Bills. Got an email saying, hey, this bill is due soon. I'm like, I paid that. Imagine it's one of those reminders that's just like, one of those reminders that is, like automated if it's not within a certain time. But then again, I feel like I paid that way earlier this time around. Okay. Sorry, let me close that real quick so I don't get distracted by anything. Yeah, let's just follow through with Doug and see if we can figure stuff out. Oh, sorry, wrong person. Gardening. Get rid of a lot of suspicion here, and yeah, we're running out of time already. Start doing that now. Kind of got a regimented day, my boy. Imagine this is probably a commute. Yeah. I'm looking now to see if there's any lineup with Andrea. Seems like there kind of is. What's happening right here? Yeah. That tracks. Fishing sext. Okay. Oh? Okay, hold on. We got some info. Deborah. That's important. And that's not Leanne. Is it Leanne, is it? Yeah. Okay. You do that, you do that multiple times. Gotta be really careful with time here. Whoops, don't do that. Oh, well, actually, it can't be Doug. Well, sorry. Okay. Well, no, I guess there are two possibilities now. Either Doug is related to someone or Andrea is related to someone, but they can't be related to each other. And I've already picked Andrea and Oriana, which means that it could only be... It could be Doug and Oriana, it could be Doug and Jared, it could be... Or it could be Andrea and Jared. Okay, I guess I'm investigating Jared next then. Probably makes the most sense, I think. We'll just play out the rest of this, see what we get. Hi Val, how's it going? Doug's schedule never really lines up with anyone else, by the look of it. Yeah. Alright. It's okay, had a headache, just a headache going away, about to play Dawntrail with Raven. Nice. I'm, playing two games that are pretty ill-advised to play back-to-back, but hey, here we are. Yippee, we ran out of time. Yeah. Okay, we're dealing with the same people at the very least. Alright. We're going full-on Jared this time. It's too bad we don't start off with any points here. It's kind of a problem. That seems expensive to do. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got a sleeping pattern. Now, Jared, the fuck are you up to during the week? I think you did startup work, right? I feel like there was something like that. Focused work. Trade that off for a few points now. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. Yeah, so I'm playing this Life Eater, which is essentially Saw Kidnap Simulator. And then, playing Click Holding after that, which, I'm sure will be a time. It's an hour and a half to cook breakfast? Bro, what are you making? It's like, damn, sometimes I feel like I take a while to let an oven cook, bake some bacon for me. But it doesn't take an hour and a half. Holy shit. Morning what was that? Oh, morning stand-up, right. Very large stack of pancakes. Yeah. How many pancakes are you making in an hour and a half, though? Like, god damn. It's a lot of fucking pancakes. Oh, man. This dude's pretty boring. Well, we'll start with the week, because I could probably spot some patterns, or some inconsistencies at the very least. He only has a small frying pan, so he can only make one at a time. Mood. Dual-wielding this in Evo. Oh, wow, you... Tonal whiplash for you, eh, Newer Skull? Okay, so his entire morning routine during the week is, singular pancake takes 2 or 3 minutes to cook. Yeah, so it's like, he's making, like, anywhere from, like, 45 to 30 pancakes. It's just like, bro, are you okay? Just finished the Guilty Gear art panel. Neat. Are they streaming that stuff? That's the kind of stuff I honestly wouldn't have expected to be streamed. On Evo 1. Right. Actually, a lot of their day one is just the panels of the showcase. Oh, right. A lot of their schedules actually line up here, actually. Let's go Sticky Beak. What's going on here, y'all? Also learned a few days ago that Sticky Beak is apparently a very Australian turn of phrase, when I didn't realize that was the case. Which is very funny to me. Every day I learn that some phrase I've used since I was a child is just, like, completely foreign to people. Sure. Okay, that seems pretty consistent then. Oh. Alright. Oh! Leanne. Oh, it's fucking Andrea and Jared. Yeah, because on this day, I think it's here? Fuck. Got him! Alright, awesome. That I actually spent little to no time doing shit, so I've got a lot of time to actually put this whole thing together now. Awesome. Okay, so. We've got Andrea and Jared. So Andrea is 31, light brown hair. We don't know if she has children. We know she has commute, sleep. We can establish that. That's fine. Do we need to establish that lives alone? No, because I'm pretty sure she's dating Oriana. And during her sleep time, she's not alone. Jared is 27, light brown hair. Don't know if they have children. Commute? I don't think so. No commute. And I'm pretty sure that's specifically a commute to work. So, yeah. So, no commute. armed. Let's have a look. I think we tick unarmed almost every time, right? There's a couple of spots we could fill in Sunday and Saturday, but that seems, I think that seems relatively likely that he is not armed, and all share a house. So, okay, so they all share a house, so none of them live alone. Oh, shit. You know what? I've been making the assumption that sleep alone means that they live alone, but, like, we're explicitly being told here that they share a house, so... I would presume that means they're, yeah, not living alone. Okay, sweet. There we go. We did it. Okay, so... From here... I need to get more familiar with Jared, but the... Oh, and I suppose that probably wouldn't be too hard to do, actually. I think both of these are startup work here. And then we just need to get some more info here. Alright, sweet. We got the bare minimum. Nice. Okay, so we've got Jared, now we need to get Andrea. And we can do some simple stuff to start this off, because it's likely we're going to have sleep on either side of the day. For some reason you also don't have sleep there. Yeah, and then we've got to get your weekdays down. Looking... So still cool. We need to get our stuff down. Got a lot of time. Bank myself some points and keep going. What's going on here? I'm getting suspicious of pretty much any situation in which these two have their, thing here at the moment. Because initially I thought that maybe there was actually some, like, sleeping with siblings going on here. It doesn't look like that is the case now. At least I hope not. I don't have any points. Sure, I can raise suspicion on one. Cool, and then... I'll just go for the big one, I think. And then her whole Saturday is, like, pretty unique, so I think I'm better off at the moment trying to get the stuff that's going to be consistent across the week. People who are stalking with intent to kidnap and torture aren't incestuous, yeah. I wonder, hold on. I'm not going to actually look at this until I solve this, but, like, Life Eater revealed timeline. Oh, this is not talking about Life Eater the game. It's talking about Warhammer? What the fuck? there's a villains wiki on that on the main character, but I can't see. Now, I would really love to have like the entire timeline revealed upon completion, just to kind of see what the deal is. But yeah, okay, we've got 2 days left to work with. I'm hoping that like these are similar enough that we can yeah, kind of the same across all of them by the look of it. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah. Actually, I'm super curious. Are there any other places where these two actually line up? Because I'd be really surprised if... I'd be really surprised if these two had nothing in common on their schedule, but that's probably the trap, right? Is like, you think that they're gonna have something similar going on, but it ends up that, well, no. That's kind of a red herring. Okay. Come back to Monday. Yeah. Actually, do you have a commute? I need to figure out if you have a commute. Okay, you do. Double check. I've got that down. Yes, okay, we did have that she has a commute. Also looks like she's unarmed most of the time. What is... Hello? Why did you show up here? Get that suspicion right back down. Ugh, this is gonna be close. I mean, I guess I could just try and abduct Jared now. What's his sleep? Actually, yeah, let's do that, because I'm pretty sure I have to do it one at a time anyway, so I might as well confirm whether or not Jared is correct here. So, sleep until 7:30 and then an extra hour, so that's 8.5 hours. 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 Damn. Rock fucking solid sleep schedule. Eight and a half hours. Man, imagine having a sleep schedule like that. I think my average would be about 7.5. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna abduct Jared. Yes. Get his ass. Alright. Hold on. I want... Some reason OBS doesn't like, no, you fucking asshole. Grab the notepad, you fuck. You asshole. Alright, hold on. What's the best place to actually sit you? Maybe here. It's probably the closest. Okay. Target sleeps less than 6 hours per night. Break rib 2. Otherwise, crush the pancreas. Crush the pancreas. If your target has a commute, break rib 6. If your target has no commute, break rib 12. And we have no commute for you. If your target has black hair, no. If they have different colored hair, remove the left lung. Yep. Target is under the age of 25. Nope. Otherwise, break rib 4. Target has children. No. Target lives alone. No. Otherwise, break rib 7. Yep. Target is armed more than half of their week. Otherwise, break rib 22. Okay. One down. I like how abducting and killing them doesn't actually take any time. Okay. So, from here, we need to figure out 2 things. Let's recrop this. We need to figure out if Andrea is armed. I think that's the key thing. Works at a grocery store, and that would probably be the only time I would assume she is armed, but, you know, should never be too careful about that sort of thing. But first and foremost, we need to actually figure out a bit more about her. 11% we need to uncover still. We knew she had a commute, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, so close. And since I know I've got Jared done too, I can probably line up. I can probably like just go through Andrea's like entire timeline as much as I can before kidnapping her. Because I kind of know what the deal is all the way over here. Because that lines up with Oriana. Is that prepare for work? Close. Let's get our stuff down here. We've got plenty of points. Let's just knock that down a notch. Like big gaps. Yeah, there's stuff like this that I could probably get easy. Cool. Okay. So let's just keep picking away at it, and I'll have to keep an eye on the time. That was a big one. Oh, sorry, Jared. Because it's really just the weekends that I'd need to watch out for stuff now. Although I guess she's also working Sundays. So, Saturday's really the only wild card here. Oof, working 6 days a week. Oh, I guess it's only, like, part-time, right? 3 until, yes. Oh, it's still like 6-hour shift. That's fucking rough. Oof. Yeah. Is it 6 by 6, 36 hours? I guess it's 4 less hours, but... There's the before and after work that you usually have to consider, and that takes up its own amount of time. Hey, Charles, how's it going? God, I really don't miss working retail. I have ice cream. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got another nope.mp4. Wait a minute. That's like a different color, isn't it? Lines up with Oriana? I think we already knew this, to be fair, but yeah. Yeah, but then Oriana, I think, was like fucking Doug as well, or something. I don't remember at this point. It's been a bit since we came back to this. Okay, we still got 23 hours to work with, though. Let's go with that one. Got a fair bit we haven't seen here. So now, jeez. Sometimes you can have a disassociation as a treat. It doesn't look like there's much else to kind of pick at here. It's Friday's fully explored. Really only got Thursdays. Time. Okay, now I have to be really careful. Because we're right at the end. I could probably just call it, honestly, but... 6 hours. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do it here. All right, let me double check what we've got here. So, Andrea, 31, light brown hair, no children, from what I can tell. Does have a commute. Sleep. So let's have a look. We've got until 7:30, and then we've got an hour and a half. So that's 9 hours. Yes, 9 hours. So is that all the time? No, it's not. It's until 6. So that's 7.5. So at the moment we've got between 7.5 and 9 hours. Okay. That'll be 9. 7.5. 9. 7.5. 9. Okay. Yep, so we got that. Armed, I'm gonna say no. We've got pretty much her entire timeline, and the only bits she's not ticked for are when she's alone. Or when she's not alone, rather. So I think we're all good there. Less than 10 hours per night, definitely not. So if If your target sleeps less than 10 hours per night, break rib 14. Target has a commute, break rib 6. Target has black hair. If they have different color hair, break rib 17. If your target is under the age of 51, break rib 13. Target has children, no. If your target lives alone, remove the liver. Otherwise, break rib number 4. Okay. If your target is armed more than half the week. Otherwise, break rib 22. Okay, we did it. Yippee!
I don't think I would feel too different if the world ended, but I still don't want it to. Is that weird?
I don't think it is. But, you know, then again, I'm biased.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm clocking out. Good night.
Good night, Johnny.
Does this space give me 6G?
No. No.
Are you okay over there?
No, no, no!
What's going on?
No, 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 no! Anyone but him! Please! Please.
It's me,
Oh,
isn't
no.
it?
I won't do it.
You have to do it.
I won't.
To save the world. You gotta do it.
I don't give a shit about the world. I don't care if the world ends right fucking now.
You should. So, do it to Anne. And know that I don't hold it against you, and I
can't do it, John.
I don't regret anything.
I love you, Johnny.
Do it.
Oh, this sucks, brother. You know who I want dead. You are mine alone. Now and forever. The most toxic of Yowie. I'm sorry, I couldn't not. Oh my... There's no suspicion. Oh, that sucks. No! I hate that. Remember, drink, delete. Oh my god, this is depressing as sin, dude. Wait, oh, okay, hold on. No. We're doing something with this shit here. Hold on. Wait for death. Sleep. Bleary stare. Wait. Toilet. Zone out. Eat slowly. Lean on bars. Coughing fit. Lay on floor. Cry quietly. Silent prayer. Labored breathing. Eat slowly. Stare at ceiling. Crawl into corner. His sleep is wait for death. Wait, can you... Hold on. Wait a second. Does the game automatically save? I can't remember. Fuck. Because there's... presumably a point that at which I could sacrifice Ralph? I mean, the game could just say, no, that's not right, but... Fuck, I kind of want to look that up. Let's look outside. Wait, chat. Cry. Walk around. Lay on couch. Sleep. Hope. Podcasts. Lunch. One minute. Panic silently. Damn, okay. Then that's kind of just the rest of his time. Oh, until. Cry. The talk. Sit. Scream. Reminisce. 100%. Alright, hold on. I need to see if we can get Ralph's side. Check on Johnny. Change. Right, big grocery trip. Let Johnny out. Right, open cage. Cook a big meal, eat, meal prep. Oh, this is... Bro... Oh my god, their schedules line up from now on. Oh my god, yeah, so he was basically just like, okay, I'm gonna make this the last week of, like, a good week. He's gonna have a good week, and I'm gonna make fucking sure he does. Panic silently. Labored breathing. Stretch. Wait. reminisce. Right. Right, well, I'm a sucker for tragedy, and Johnny's asking us to do it, so you know what? Yeah. But we'll need to answer these questions 3 or 7. 7? 7. Yeah. Johnny. 30. Dark brown hair. Doesn't have children. No commute. Sleep? Good question. You know, 2 hours. No, 3 hours, sorry. 3 hours. 3 hours. Hold on. Is that? No. God. 4.5. Oh my god. 9.5. 9.5. 10.5. And then 8. So, his sleeping pattern is anywhere from 3 hours to 10.5. Oh. He is completely unarmed. He does not live alone. Are you ready to kill Johnny? Per night. Sleeps less than 9 hours per night, yeah. Has a commute? Nope. Break 12th. Black hair? Nope. Dark brown. A different color. Left one. Under the age of 48. Yep. Small intestine. Target has no children. If your target lives alone, break rib 8. Yeah. Target is armed, otherwise break rib 24. Get a Wayner F in chat for Johnny. Yay. Yippee. Wahoo.
There. You finally have everything. I hope you fucking choke on it.
Fucking Zalavia, you son of a bitch. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I feel like this would have hit just a little bit more if I did it in the one day. But obviously, problems. And obviously just the amount of time I take to get through games sometimes is... it happens. But... it's... I like the premise of it a lot, but it's difficult to explore in a game in some ways, where you're kind of forced to serve this higher being and do horrible things that will, as you find out throughout the game, yeah, you not doing this is actually a huge problem, and so it becomes very clear that you defying them is going to come at a cost. God, I'm super curious what happens if you try and abduct yourself. Sorry, tangent. Because, like, the amount of humanity one needs to throw away to, essentially put themselves at the feet of a being like, Zimforth, is, like, a pretty intriguing kind of thing to explore. Like, what does that do to a person, you know? And, like, you definitely get, like, glimpses of it in something like 14, for example, where you have a lot of people who have either been in servitude to a purpose or something for an incredibly long time, or are beholden to a purpose that they might not actually want to be on the leash of, but still need to. It's very rare you get a game that kind of, like, actually puts you in the dirt and in the shoes of that person. It's like premise alone was definitely uncomfortable, for sure. But, like, yeah, even uh-huh. They bear the colors of their team, stained them red. Run year 0. I'm assuming this is the long version of this, or the endless version of this. I kind of like where we left it off, honestly, so I'm gonna... Endless run progress will be lost. Okay, yeah, it does say that. Can I wanna... Yeah, okay, we can go back to year 10. Hell yeah. I want to see what happens if you try and abduct, quote-unquote, Ralph. Because I have a... If...
Does this space give me 6G?
No. No.
Are you okay over there?
No, no, no.
What's going on?
No, 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 no! Anyone but him. Please. Please.
It's me, isn't it?
I won't do it.
You have to do it.
I won't.
To save the world, you gotta do it.
I don't give a shit about the world. I don't care if the world ends right fucking now.
You should. So, do it to Anne, and know that I don't hold it against you, and I
can't do it, John.
I don't regret anything.
I love you, Johnny.
Do it.
always pick the one with the lowest time spent. I love that Panic Silently is a single minute. That's hilarious. And that it actually does something. But I guess, like, obviously in this situation, it's pretty much just, like... You're essentially just determining the inner monologue of, everyone. Or, of, Ralph at this point. Alright. Let's create a profile for ourselves, then. "59. Light brown hair. No children. No commute. Sleep. Good question. So that's 5 hours, and so 6.5. 6.5. It's 9 hours. 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. 7 hours. 7 hours. So it's between 9.5 and 6. Is about that. And, just because, I feel like this is going to be a sticking point, depending on how we do, I'm actually going to tally the entire thing. So this is 6.5, 6.5, 13. This is... Oh, sorry, this is, 3... This is 8 hours. So that's 21. And it's just 7 throughout the rest, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so, sorry, I was wrong there. It's not 9.5, it's... Fuck. It's, 8. 8 hours. So we've got 21 here. 28. 35. Oh my god, 42. 49. So on average, that's 7? Yeah. 35 and 14. Yeah. So 7 hours on average a night. Are you ready to die? Yes. And somehow I'm gonna do this myself. If your target sleeps less than 8 hours per night, so that's true. Okay. Sure. Does not have a commute. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is the only problem I have with the game. This target is so fucking ambiguous. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you. So, like, what I think this actually is does your target ever get less than 8 hours sleep? Or does your target always have less than 8 hours of sleep? Because if they ever do get 8 hours, this is not true. And that is not the way that sentence reads. No commute, we already did that. Target has black hair. We said light brown. Break ribs 17. Target is under the age of 61. Yes, remove the liver. No children. Doesn't live alone. Right lung. Target is armed. Fuck. Is he armed? Oh, Jesus. Was anyone looking for that? I mean, I've only got one X, so it should be fine. Assuming this is a valid sacrifice I can make. He'd have to be armed, right? There's no way he's not unarmed. Well, there's no way he's unarmed. Didn't notice. Fuck. You know what? I'm cheating. Fuck it. I'm cheating. I'm cheating right now. Look at me go. The second I can find a way to get to my fucking video. To my VOD. Channel? There we go. Mute that. Back at it again. No, he's unarmed the entire time. Yeah, the only tick that ever goes away seems to be alone, so... Yeah. Okay, so he's unarmed. Oh, don't click on that. If your target is armed more than half the week, no. Break rib 11. That kind of sucks. Like, I get it. I definitely get it. But, oh, man, it would be... Like, if you really wanted it... Like, I made the joke before, like, Toxic Yowie, but, like, seriously, if you wanted to make this actually, like, really tragic, you could have made that a choice. And actually have it so that, like, you know, Ralph instructs Johnny on how to do it. And then, in so doing, Johnny becomes the person that needs to do this. And in what you could read as cowardice, in an act of cowardice, Ralph tries to escape this responsibility and ends up placing it on Johnny instead. And that would have been deliciously tragic. This is awakening a bad part of me that, like, I don't usually, or doesn't usually come up very often, but, like, I really like tragic endings to things. Like, oh, hell. I was seeing a lot of discussion about Life is Strange, for example. And, you know what? I'm just gonna... Spoilers for Life is Strange until this screen comes back. So, if anyone wants to bow out before that, I'll remove this, or I'll let them have some time, which should be now. And now I can, when that screen comes back, when the content warning barrier disappears, you're all good. So, in Life is Strange, the whole story culminates in a choice between sacrificing Max's hometown and her friend Chloe. And depending on your actions up until that point, there's certain ways this can play out with either way you choose it. And I think there's something deliciously tragic about both of those endings. The one in which you sacrifice Chloe, and the thing that happened to me when I played it was you pick that choice, and you know Max is like trying to steal herself, but is like clearly like can't let go of Chloe, and the two like have a little exchange. And then they kiss before Max goes back in time to let Chloe die. Because the whole instigating thing of Life is Strange is Max manipulating time and saving Chloe when she was going to get shot in the bathroom. And Max has to go back in time and helplessly listen to someone she cares about a lot, who in another reality may have loved them, get shot and bleed out and die. And it is the saddest shit. Alternatively, you can also choose to save Chloe and sacrifice the hometown. And whilst there isn't as much of a fanfare about that ending, there is something really haunting in the way that it ends, where there isn't a lot of bombast or like gravity or even like sound. It's basically like Max and Chloe in a car rolling through the destroyed town, and if I remember correctly, not talking at all. And whilst I think it doesn't evoke the same like tragedy kind of thing from me, it is very much that like what do you call it? It is very much a like we joke about like toxic kind of like gay shit, and oftentimes that goes in one direction, which is I think sacrificing or no, like hurting each other or and things like that. But there's also the kind of toxic. I don't know if you'd actually really call it that. There's probably a better term for it, where like some actually, you know what? I can probably do away with the spoilers now. Hey, we're back. All that to say that, like, there's something to, like, I made the toxic yaoi joke before, but it doesn't quite fit in here, because usually that's, like, usually when that term is deployed, it's much more in the sense, of, like, a, like, the interactions between the two people involved are toxic, right? But like, I don't know what the term of this would be, but like, I want to say it's toxic in a way because, like, the idea that you would throw away the world to save this person. Like, I think you can angle as, like, not objectively, but, like, pretty demonstrably a bad thing. Like, sacrificing the world in Life Eater to save Johnny, for example. But that's the shit I like. Like, I kind of like both sides of it. I like both sides of that, but when the interactions between the two people aren't necessarily so much toxic as they are, like, clearly endearing, even if, obviously, there are toxic elements in this specifically. The being given the choice between sacrificing a person you feel dearly for or throwing away basically the rest of the world to save them. I like both sides of that coin, and I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit of a... I really wish there was an option to just, like, throw away everything there. Like, maybe it's not obvious, maybe there is a way to do that, but given the way the game is structured, it probably doesn't actually account for that. Actually, funnily enough, there's, I won't go into it too much, but there's a thing in Slay the Princess that evokes the same thing for me, and it's why the first ending I got was the thing I chose. I really like the idea of, no, this person means more to me than the world. If them continuing to exist and me not doing something means that the world is going to suffer, so be it. I so dig fiction that does that, like, some character, and this often comes, like, I think, like, queer people in particular latch onto it because it very much feels, evocative of the idea that, like, it is kind of rough to get into a relationship that's not cis-het and normal in that way. and it can often feel like you are going against reality to try and make that happen, when it realistically shouldn't. But yeah, I dig that shit a lot. Obviously, it's not what happened here, but, like, it's the same feelings that are evoking in me of, like, again, that thing I was talking about in Life is Strange, and whilst I'm not disappointed that this game didn't do that, I'm, like, left here like, oh man, imagine if you could actually save Johnny. Ugh. But yeah. Good game. I felt uncomfortable the entire time. 10 out of 10. So yeah, that means we get to move on to potentially an even more uncomfortable and distressing game. Click holding. Are you ready?